count away. I love thee to the depth and breadth and high. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the end of the being, and idea grace, I love thee to the level of everydays. Most I need by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from face. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old grief and with my childhood's face. I love thee with a love to seem to lose with my low scent. I love thee with the depth, smiles, tears, and of all my life. And if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Thank you.
O Captain, my Captain, by Walt Whitman. O Captain, my Captain, our fearful ship is done. The ship has weathered at black, the prize resolved is won. The port is near, the bells are here, the people are exulting. While full are the sticky queue, the wisdom, grim and darling. But oh heart, heart, heart to the breed and doubts of red, where on the deck my captain lie, falling, cold and dead. O Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells, rise up for you the flag to funk, for you the booger trills, for you bouquet and ribbon wisp, for you the call a shouting, for you the call a slaying mass, the eagle face turning. Here, Captain, dear father, this army need your head. It is some dream but on the dead, you falling cold and dead. My Captain, none of answer. His lips are pale and still. My father does not feel my arms. He has no pulse, no will. The ship is sad, cursive, and soft. Its warrior close and done. From fearful ship or with the ship comes in with object one. Exile of shore, a link of bells, but I with mournful trip. Walk to death, my Captain lie, falling cold and dead. Thank you.
How do I love thee? Let me come to the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height. My soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being an ideal grace. I love thee to the level of every days, most by a need, by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old graves and with my childhood's fate. I love thee with a love I seemed to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God chose, I shall but love thee better after death. Thank you.
Keep your head with all about you, are losing days and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself, win or men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not towards your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by nerve to make a trap for fools, or watch things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out truths. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and choose, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never be aware you are lost. If you can cross your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with king, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but not too much, if you can fill the forgiving minutes with 60 seconds worth of distant run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth, and high my soul can breathe. When feeling out of sight, for the end of being an idea great. I love thee to the level of everyday small quietness by sun and candlelight. I love thee freely as men sleep for life. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with a passion put to use in my own gift, and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with a love. I love thee with a love. I seem to lose with my Lord sent. I love thee to the breath, tears, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God should, I shall but love thee better after death. Thank you.
If you can keep your head when all about you, and losing there and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make all men for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hate, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, not talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dream your master, if you can think and not make thought your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and trace those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you spoken, twisted by knave to make a trap for fools, or watch the thing you gave your life to broken, and split and boot them up with wrong out tools. If you can keep one heap of all your winnings, and rigs is on one, turn off, peak and pause and load and start again at your beginning, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so on when there is nothing in you except the will which say them to hold on. If you can talk with crowd and keep your words true, or walk with king, nor lost the common touch. If neither fought nor loving friend can hurt you. Sure. If a man hurt with you but not too much, if you can feel the unforgiving minutes, 60-second word. With 60-second word of this handgun and the earth and with the earth and everything that is it. Be a man, my son.
Oh Captain, my Captain, the fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wreck. The prize we saw is won. The port is near. The bell I hear. The people are exhausted. Why follow eyes the steady kill? The vessel grim and darling. But oh hurt. Oh bleeding drop of red. Where on the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. Thank you.
47 years ago, our father brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty, and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now, we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated, so can long endure. We are met on the great battlefield of that war. We have come dedicated a portion of that field. But in the latter sense, we cannot dedicate it, we cannot consecrate it, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead
Captain, my captain, a fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every wreck. The prize we saw is won. The